Welcome to our first class business training with Sandra. So for this class, we're going to talk about passion. So the first class is supposed to be business, the psychology of business and its power of selling. But I wanted to talk about passion because there are people who want to do business, but currently they don't even know what they want to do right now. They don't have an idea of what they want to do. They don't even know what to do. They might have capital, they might not have capital. So I wanted to guide these people to be on track with us before we start rolling. So first, what is passion? Passion is the zeal, the need, the in a layman's words, I would say this emptiness that you feel joy when you do something. I'm talking in regards to business now. Whatever you do that gives you joy. Some people they're just happy when they make someone. So let's say you look pretty or they make you up on your wedding day, it just gives them joy. They're passionate about doing makeup. Some people can be passionate about selling. Whenever they make extra profit or they negotiate with somebody, that negotiation period when they convince somebody to buy their market, it just gives them this fulfillment and this feeling of being in control and having power. For some people, it could be artisans. When they do something with their hands and they look at what they have done, maybe they did a sculpture or they do a painting, they just feel this completeness inside you. What I tell people is, in everybody, when they get back to you, you don't know what you are going to be when you grow up. But God puts a little map in your heart, which is passion. Whatever you're passionate about is what you actually desire to be. Some people say, oh, my dad said I should be a doctor, but making wigs made me happy. Selling made me happy. Or just painting made me happy. So I want you to dig deep inside yourself to look for what is your passion. Why is it important to know what your passion is? I tell people nothing is gonna frustrate you as much as business. Nothing is gonna break you. Nothing is gonna push you to the wall as much as business is gonna do that. When everything is done and dusted, you need your passion to keep you going. Any business you can do, even if you're not being paid, you will be happy doing that business. That business is what you're passionate about. That thing is what you're passionate about. I go again. Whatever you can do, even though you're not getting immediate reward from, you are happy doing that. It could be singing, it could be dancing, it could be plaiting hair, but it just gives you satisfaction. That is what you're passionate about. I know I said without immediate reward. Don't be scared because there's nobody that goes into business without wanting or should make profits. So now, why is it important to do what you're passionate about? I'm going to first tell you the story of Mrs. Latifa. I changed her name to protect her identity. Now, I grew up learning about who I don't want to be when it comes to being a businesswoman for Mrs. Latifa. She used to be our neighbor growing up. Every 3 market days, she starts a new business. If her friend comes and tell her, oh, I'm doing poultry, she will leave the business she is doing. I'm going to change it to that business. In her lifetime, God bless her, so she did over 7 businesses. Every time her business faced challenges, she doesn't stay with that business, she just does a new business. Every business, even if you said you're a doctor, there are people that go to work and their patient died that day. That is a challenge. No matter what you do in life, every business comes with its hurdles and its challenges. You need to be able to love what you're doing to overcome the challenge of that business, because every time you overcome a challenge in your business grows higher and gets better. So if you face a little bit challenge and you leave the business, you don't give it enough time to grow and become lucrative. Every single business faces challenges, and you need to love what you do so much that when you start a business, you're not going to probably make $1 million that day. When you start a business, you're not going to make $1 million that day. It's going to take a while. During this initial stage, there's a statement that they say, within 5 years, small business crashes. If any business that can sustain over 5 years will grow to be more than a small business into a larger scale business. Now, in order not to fold during the hardest time of your business, you need to have a commitment beyond money, which is passion. So with this little explanation, I would like to know, what is your passion?